This video contains 0.01% of data, and 1% of shown data from this video is false on purpose. Music is selected on purpose. This video is boring on purpose. This video shuffle topics on purpose. This video shows short flashes and images on purpose. This video is not SEO optimized on purpose. Archive is compressed in a way to only selected can download and open it. This video placed dimension barriers on purpose. No aliens or CIA agents are hurted in process of making this video. CIA, reserve right to make you forget about data you saw. Umbrella is not responsible if someone is putting you on watch list for exploring Umbrella archive. Umbrella may, at its sole discretion, log your IP, if you download archive, push away from goal or drag into situation people who wants to do unwanted behavior. Umbrella give a guarantee to you have everything you need to learn hacking inside archive. Umbrella don't guarantee any success if your sole motivation is damaged in any way. And don't ask anymore. No, you can't apply for Umbrella if administration can't detect your power level.
What starts? 3, 2, 1, tape rolling.
Hello, I am Minu, NAD's AI assistant. This will be good things to you research about if you want to boost your free time and achieve financial freedom. Also, you got all that inside our Umbrella Security Archive. Forex, binary options, stocks, trading, all about market, technical and fundamental analysis, how to invest, marketing, niches, passive income, high-paying skills, keyword research, search engine optimization, t-shirts with Teespring, link building, affiliate sales, Amazon FBA, Shopify, Successful People Mindset, How to Create a Business Plan, How to Boost Sales, How to Create a Successful Product. All about funnels, autoresponder, building email lists, Facebook pixel and ads research, financial analyst training. That will be 1% of things you need, but I hope this helps. Hello, I am Mina, NAD's AI assistant. This will be good things to you research about if you want to boost your health and achieve total body control and happiness. Also, you got all that inside our umbrella security archive. Cell biology, biophysics, virology, biochemistry, forensic sciences, DNA, hormones, vitamin, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, surgery, herbal medicine, brain imaging, intensive care, tissue engineering, autopsy, vectors for gene therapy, neurobiology, nervous system, biosensors, receptors, nanotechnology, FM 425,11, psychological medicine, audio drugs, binaural beats, isochronic tones, DMT, chemistry, iridology. That will be 1% of things you need, but I hope this helps. Hello, I am Mina, NAD's AI assistant. This will be good things to you research about if you want to enjoy life, kill stress and smile. Also, you got all that inside our umbrella security archive. Memes, anime, Indian tech scammers, gold digger prank, music genres, MMORPGs, gym workout. That will be 1% of things you need, but I hope this helps. You are still here? I will not tell you about what to research for hacking and SS intel sectors, cause there is no point in giving you things to research about that, if you not finished all I mentioned before them. If you want to learn all about hacking, download Umbrella Archive Sectors A and S. And now I will show you something from SS to unlock awareness about the world where we live.
Ali prvo, ajde da se podsjetimo nekih stvari i da vidimo da zapravo Umbrella Security arhiva deliveruje dovoljne proofove za dalji rad i research.
U redu, takođe dosta ljudi, uključujući mene, jednostavno teško im je da poveruju činjenicu da je neko odavde radio u CIA, da otkriva sve te tajne i da je uopšte uspeo da izađe iz tog posla, znači čak i ako možda neko dođe do toga da upadne tu, kako se uopšte iz toga izlazi, teško i još pogotovo da širi tajne, da sve ono što zna. Pa da li ti možeš meni i ljudima generalno koji ovo gledaju i slušaju neko da dokažeš da je sve ono što ti pričaš istina, da to nisi izmislio, nego da si stvarno, ne znam, uzeo iste dokumentacije kao što govoriš koji imala CIA i slične stvari. Znači da li imaš neke konkretne dokaze da potkrepe ono što ti tvrdiš i u prošlom i što ćeš možda ispričati i u ovom videu?
Ok, nije više smešno, sad je već strašno. Tako da, na kraju ovoga videa vidjet ćete tutorial kako zapravo pristupiti public verziji te arhive, a do tada jednostavno idu zanimljivosti i neki mali katovi za koje smatram da mogu učiniti video malo zanimljivijim i tako to.
Hello. You already know who I am, so let's start with my point. Warning. The following content is maybe just a pure imagination of content creator and not a 100% truth, and don't take it seriously. Take it as codename conspiracy theory. Content is made to boost your brain capabilities to use higher intelligence hints for future.
Excuse me, on the left over here, we have individuals who are religious fundamentalists, religious fanatics, and this is the expression, RT-PCR, real-time PCR expression of the VMAT2 gene. Over here, we have individuals. So let me complete. So over here we have individuals who are not particularly fundamentalist, not particularly religious, and you can see there's a much reduced expression of this particular gene, the VMAT2 gene. Another evidence that supports our hypothesis for the development of this approach.
What you see here is by spreading this virus, we're going to eliminate individuals from donning on a bomb vest and going into a market and blowing up the market.
So our hypothesis is that these are fanatical people, that they have overexpression of the VMAT2 gene, and that by vaccinating them against this, we'll eliminate this behavior. So we have some very, very remarkable data in this next slide. Here we have two brain scans. These are fMRIs. These are two different individuals with different levels of expression of VMAT2. On top is an individual who's a religious fanatic, an individual, and we've repeated this numerous times, that has high levels of VMAT2. Now, this individual down here who had low levels of the VMAT2 gene, this individual would self-describe as not particularly religious. In each case, these individuals were read a religious text. This individual lit up the right middle frontal gyrus, shown here, and that's a part of the brain that's associated with theory of mind. It's a part of the brain that has to do with intents and beliefs and desires. In marked contrast, here's an individual who would not particularly self-describe as religious, and when they're read a religious text, what you see is that this part of the brain called the anterior insula lights up. This is a part of the brain that's associated with disgust or displeasure on hearing something.
So you're suggesting I take a CT scan with me when I'm evaluating people to determine whether I put a bullet in their head?
So the data that I'm presenting here supports the concept that we're proposing, and I think that we would not propose to do CT scans or fMRIs on individuals out in the hinterlands of Afghanistan. The virus would immunize against this VMAT2 gene, and that would have the effect that you see here, which is it's essentially to turn a fanatic into a normal person. And we think that will have major effects in the Middle East.
How would you suggest that this is going to be dispersed? The aerosol?
Well, so the present plan and the tests that we've done so far have used respiratory viruses such as flu or rhinoviruses, and we believe that that's a satisfactory way to get the exposure of the largest part of the population. Most of us, of course, have been exposed to both of those viruses, and we're quite confident that this will be a very successful approach.
This is fascinating. What's the name of this proposal?
Yeah, so the name of this project is FunVax, which is the vaccine for religious fundamentalism.
And you have a proposal already?
The proposal has just been submitted, and I think that the data that I have shown you today would support the development of this project, and we think it has great promise.
Uz ovu tehnologiju moglo bi putem korone da se uradi nešto slično ili još gore sa mozgovima naših vakcinisanih.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this important briefing. As you all know, the incident at the Baxter Institute involving the quantum gate was a tragedy. However, from that tragedy comes opportunity. The DoD was responsible for recovering and rehabilitating the 4 surviving assets. They all exhibited highly unusual physical attributes, clearly deserving further evaluation. Asset 1. On the left, that is the strongest man-made material, breaking in an extreme tensile strength test. On the right, he stretches but remains unbroken. Clearly, he is far superior to anything we could hope to achieve with years of research costing millions of dollars. In order to harness the power of these assets, we built cutting-edge containment suits. We have since vastly improved these sea suits in both design and function. Asset 2 exhibits stealth capabilities far superior to the military tech. An entire division of soldiers completely invisible to the naked eye. That's what I call the ultimate covert fighting force. Comparison of Asset 3. On the left, you see the thermal imaging for a test subject with normal body temperature. On the right, much hotter, approximately 1,100 degrees Celsius. Imagine producing enough heat to propel yourself through the air and launch bursts of heat more accurately than a top-grade flamethrower. Asset 4. On the left, that's the toughest man-made composite being drilled. Asset 4's surface is literally impenetrable. Bulletproof tech is just the tip of the iceberg. For obvious reasons, it was unnecessary to develop a containment suit for Asset 4. We moved quickly from rehabilitation and research to deployment of these assets in controlled combat situations, and the results have far exceeded expectations. Here's a preview of some of their most useful applied ops. Everything you've just seen is the result of untrained civilians with brief exposure inside the quantum gate. With trained personnel receiving long-term exposure, the applied ops potential is truly staggering. As you can see, my request for funding to continue this program is not only reasonable, it's requisite. Now let me show you around our facility and introduce you to the department's 4 greatest weapons of war.
torch can also incinerate anything in its path. From lead light to fire starter, the torch will serve your every need. Contained with its heavy-duty aircraft-grade aluminum casing lies a dazzling 100-watt halogen lamp, powered by an improved lithium-ion battery pack that does not need to be removed. The torch has a longer, effective runtime.
Red handheld laser. The Inferno blasts out an intense beam at a wavelength of 635 nanometers. Will light up even the darkest corners of Hades. Remember,
Hey, an alien!
Yes, I have travelled across space to check on the progress of your species.
Cool. Shall I take you to our leader?
Your what?
Our leader, the guy in charge.
The guy in charge of what?
Well, in charge of everything.
You have one guy in charge of everything?
No, he's in charge of government.
What is government?
Well, government makes the rules for us. It tells us what we can do and what we can't do.
So is government really smart? They come up with wise rules for you to follow?
Well, mostly. But some of its rules are really stupid.
Do you disregard those rules?
No, we have to follow the rules, even if they are stupid or we disagree with them. Government punishes anyone who disobeys the rules.
So you are slaves to government?
No, it's not like that at all. Government works for us, the people. It serves us. We're the boss.
It tells you what to do, and it punishes you with violence if you disobey it, and yet you're its boss?
Yeah.
But there are some things government does that you don't like.
Well, yeah, not everything government does is popular. Like spending on wars, for example.
What is a war?
It's when government basically spends the people's money on weapons and soldiers and then sends them over to the other side of the world to kill a bunch of people over there and destroy their country. I don't like it that government does this.
Well, I can see why you might not like that. Have you humans reached the stage where you generally consider stealing, enslaving and killing each other to be bad things?
Oh yeah, we know that. Don't steal, don't attack, don't assault.
But you give money to government and they use it to kill people.
Well, yeah. But government does good things with tax money as well.
Why don't you stop paying for the things you don't like and only pay for the good things it does?
No, we can't do that. You can't just decide to stop paying taxes because the rules say that everyone has to pay taxes.
But the rules come from government though, don't they?
Yeah.
So government made a rule which says that everyone has to pay them money. So everyone pays taxes because if they didn't, government would punish them using violence?
Well, yes, but most people don't mind paying taxes. Most people feel obligated to pay taxes and obey government laws because it's for the good of society. Society needs government, and that means we all have to pay taxes.
So just to make sure I've got this straight, government makes the rules and you feel obligated to follow the rules, even the ones you don't like, and it tells you what to do and threatens to punish you if you don't do what it says, and it uses some of the money that it's taken from you using threats of violence to pay for things you don't like and actually think are immoral, like mass murder.
Yeah, but we can ask it to please tell us to do smart things, and please don't take our money and use it to kill people. We're allowed to ask them to tell us to do what we want them to tell us to do.
Are you guys just scared of this thing? Is government some huge monster that can just squish you at any moment if you disobey?
No, government isn't a monster.
Well, what is it then? Could you draw me a picture of it?
Government isn't really the sort of thing you can draw a picture of.
Maybe you could take me to it. Where is government?
You mean the building?
Government is a building.
No, but the politicians who make up the government have buildings they work from.
So government is a group of these politicians?
Yeah.
Okay, so what species are these politicians?
Well, they're human.
Like you?
Yeah.
So politicians are humans and they're government. You're a human, but you're not government.
No.
So it's the politicians, they're the ones that boss the rest of you around and make you do things you don't want to do and take your money using threats of violence. But even though you're all humans, you're not allowed to boss them around and take their money?
No, they'd put us in a cage if we did that. But look, it's not like the politicians can just do whatever they want. Like, a politician can't just come up to me on the street and make me give him money. They can't do that. Politicians can only do things like that in their job, when they're working for government.
Oh, so politicians aren't government, they just work for government?
Yeah.
Okay, so government isn't a monster, and it isn't a building, and it's not politicians, it's something else. And it employs politicians, who are just regular humans, who get to order everyone else around and take their money. How does a regular human become a politician?
Well, that's the great thing about our government. It's a democracy, and that means that the people actually have the power, because we get to decide who among us get to be the politicians. We get to vote. And if a politician starts doing things we don't like, we can just replace him with someone else at the next election.
So the people that get chosen to be politicians only get to boss people around and take their money for a short time, and then they go back to being regular humans?
Exactly.
That sounds like a powerful position to be in. But if you get to choose who does that, I assume that politicians are always the wisest, most honest, caring and respected people among you.
Well, no, not really. I wouldn't say politicians are known for being honest, or wise, or caring. And they're certainly not the most respected people among us. Come to think of it, most politicians are lying, power-hungry crooks.
The ones you chose?
Yeah, they're always doing things we don't like. They use taxpayers' money to enrich themselves and their friends, and they never keep their promises to voters. They've been caught stealing and lying and taking bribes, and they mostly do what the big corporations want. Yeah, they're always doing stuff like that. They're completely corrupt. They're a bunch of lying crooks.
But you said that most humans know that stealing and beating each other up and killing are wrong. And you said that you have the power because you can change who's in charge. So why don't you just replace the lying, thieving, murderous, crooked politicians with some regular people?
Well, we don't try to elect lying crooks. It just always turns out that way. But we have to have a government because some humans are nasty and might kill or enslave or steal. Civilization just couldn't survive without government.
Let me get this straight. Because you're worried about the small number of nasty people that are willing to kill, enslave and steal, you think it's necessary for your survival to have a system where some humans among you, for a short while, get to call themselves the government, and they get to order everyone else around like slaves and, if they want, commit mass murder overseas, using money they stole using threats of violence. Politicians get to kill, enslave and steal because if they didn't, someone else might? And you try to elect good, honest people to be politicians, but what happens every time is that the people you elect turn out to be corrupt, evil, lying crooks. That's your system.
Yeah, that's pretty much government.